It's Nigel here from Aquarium Central, and I have returned from abroad as we have travelled throughout Asia. We have visited many places and many aquarium stores, many aquarium markets, and many aquarium displays, and we have put together a whole heap of videos for you guys. So if you aren't already watching our YouTube channel, make sure you look in, find us on YouTube. Be sure to watch all those videos as we release them, including some taboo footage we've got to share with you guys on a very taboo subject. So keep a watch out for that one on YouTube. Anyway, it's Friday, so here we are for our live fish unboxing, and let's get into it for you. All right, first bag out of the box are the neon blue guppies. So these are the male, or the neon blue flash guppies. So they're black tuxedo body, blue tail, stunning guppy, and one of the most popular guppies. Some more guppies. These are a female. They look like a black Moscow female, which tells me in the bag box here we must have some males. And here they are. So Moscow guppies being completely coloured from the tip of their nose to the tip of their tail, one colour. So that's your black Moscows, black Moscow females. So if you want to breed guppies, we have been getting some good male and females in. And these are beautiful guppies, these ones. So these are they're like a flame lyre tail guppy. Beautiful silver platinum body, black in the back half of the body and the tail. And they've got these really red flame tips on top and bottom, as you can see there on the video. Absolutely stunning guppy. They look sensational, these ones. This is one of the newer ones. We can't get girls for these, only males, but these are absolutely stunning. All right, some more females, which means there's males, and they are. So they are a blue, are they bluegrass? They are a bluegrass. So they are a bluegrass, albino bluegrass guppy. So I don't think we've seen these before. We've had bluegrass and we've had the Japan blues, but not albino bluegrass. So these guys are quite beautiful looking males. And there's your females. So something different we haven't had before. If you're after male and female guppy of something different, bluegrass, but albino bluegrass. All right, some more live bearers, but this time it's not guppies. What we've got here are mini mollies. Now, mollies have a name for themselves of being quite aggressive. So the mini mollies aren't aggressive as your normal sailfins or your larger mollies. They're a lot more placid. Now, particularly the black version, which is this one here, we have the gold, and the gold, I think they call these guys the dust, and these guys gold nuggets. These guys are half yellow, half black. These are yellow, and these are black. Now, particularly the black ones are very good at eating hair grass. So if you've got a hair grass algae problem, these guys are very good at keeping that trim and under control. So there is definitely a place for these guys in the market. We definitely keep them in our planted tanks here behind us because they keep the algae away. Mini mollies. Now, we did get some balloon mollies in, quite a good shipment of balloon mollies in yesterday. We got a lot of fish in already this week. I think I've spent about 30 grand on fish this week. There's probably a good 10 grand leading up to today. All right, let's keep going. We've got some goldfish. So if you're into some goldfish, we haven't actually been able to get these for a little while. These are your calico ranchu. We've got plenty of red and white. Oh, there is a couple of calico over there in the tank now I'm looking, but they're not as good as these. These are your calico ranchu. So the ranchu is a type of goldfish. It does not have a top fin, and it does have a bent spine. That's how it's meant to look. The shorter, the better. These calico ranchus. So what we're looking for is ones with a curve. We don't like this one here that's quite straight. We're looking for one like this where its tail is bending down. Beautiful nonetheless. And I can see there's also some button eyes in there. See this one here? Got that completely black eye. That's what they call button eyes on goldfish. So this one here is a normal eye. This one up the back is a button eye. So a nice variety of calico ranchers come in. Now, if you like goldfish, I love these guys. These are what they call pearl scales. Now, unfortunately, it's a little bit milky in the bag, so you're not going to get the best view of them. But they call them pearl scales, or otherwise known as ping pongs or golf balls. If you look at them, you can see why. They are as round in every direction. They are complete balls. I'm going to get these out of the bag as quick as possible. but a very, very good bag, nonetheless, of ping pong goldfish. Now, they are quite delicate, those guys, and it is extremely important, cannot express this enough, that you keep salt in the aquarium with those guys. They do not regulate their own fluids very well. You do need to keep a high level of salt with them. We recommend a minimum of 3 grams of salt per litre to keep that particular goldfish. They like it up around 5 grams per litre. 3 would be your minimum. If you've got them in with plants, which we know goldfish eat plants, 3 grams is all you want to go to. But if you don't have them in a planted aquarium, get that up to 5 grams per litre for those fellas. All right, next, another one we haven't had for a little while, bubble-eyed goldfish, all reds, although they're gold, that orange colour. This is what they call reds. Now, we did ask the supplier to select us ones with nice, big, even bubbles. They look pretty good. There's a couple of juvenile just developing their bubbles now, but at least they're even. So, bubble-eyed goldfish, haven't had them for ages. They get the name because they've got these big sacs of fluid just underneath the eyes here. It looks like big balls of bubbles. Therefore, they're called bubble eyes. They do pierce, they do deflate, but they just heal up and reinflate. They are best not kept with fish where they're going to pick on them and spike them and chew on those bubble eyes. So be mindful of those. All right, neon blue acaras, just some nice size ones. One about 6, one about 8 centimetres in size. You can see there in the colour on that one why they call it the neon blue acara. And that is not a neon blue acara. This one's a neon blue acara. The smaller one is a Freddy, or your yellow jacket. Yeah, it's a Freddy. Thought it was a neon blue acara. There's a lot, just a couple more Freddies. These guys disappeared for a while, but they've been hanging around again. Oh, these are a very unique character. If you're after something different, these guys are cool. These are ballooned kissing Gouramis. So kissing Gouramis are quite aggressive. This is a ballooned version, which has been line bred that way. It to be a shorter in the body. It is shorter spine, but it is also not as big as your regular balloon Gourami, nor is it as fierce as your normal balloon Gourami. Now, so kissing Gourami. Now the thing about kissing Gouramis, if you weren't aware, that kissing, puckering up behavior that they get their name from, because they do have big lips that they fold back and they do kiss, is not actually a sign of affection. It is a sign of aggression. So these guys, you do need to have a little biff in your tank in order to see what we got, why we call them kissing Gouramis. They are cool fish. I love them. Can't wait to get them in tank. I'm sure we've got some footage online somewhere of them puckering up and kissing so you can see what we're talking about. Whoa, now these are huge. These are bigger than I expected. These are your tenuatus. Have a look at this guy. This is the width. He's jammed around and bent back this way, but he's the width of the bag. So he's a good 12 plus centimetres. Ready to go, this guy, in an established aquarium. So quite a feisty fella. All right. Now we've got a wild caught fish here this time. So this is your hog-nosed Cory. And this is a wild caught Cory. Now, he is a very large Cory. In the bag here is about 8 centimetres, but they get a lot bigger than this. It's one of the largest Corys. And you can see there why they call him the hog-nose. Get a look there on his snout on the front. It's a wild caught fish. It's got beautiful colour. Keep your eye on our website. We're going to look at getting some different varieties of Corys in. So if you like Corys, we're just going to try and expand our range here. We've already got, I think, a decent range, but we're going to try and expand it even bigger. All right, we get these in all the time. They are super popular here because people see them calling down our tanks. I have these at home, and when these guys get about this big, they are as blue as the blue here on my hat. This is your electric blue yabby. Every time this guy molts and peels, it will get bluer and bluer and bluer. People come to my home, they see them at my house, so they're really blue, and they're just amazed by them. Stunning characters. Do watch them. They'll crawl out of your aquarium. So be mindful about your airline, where it's going in, because that's a little point for it to get out. Just they do like to get out and go for a walk. If he does jump out of your tank, go looking for him, because these guys can live days upon days upon days outside your aquarium. they'll go find your local water source. So start heading towards outside and look towards the grass where it's moist and wet, and you just might find him. If you've got a dog or a cat, don't like your chances. All right, another fella is the Serpe Tetra. The Serpe Tetra is known to be a fin nipper, but nonetheless a stunning tetra. Not so bad if you keep them in a large group. Just don't buy them in ones or twos. They can be quite nippy. They're one of the reddest tetras, well, besides the ambers, but they are a larger tetra. Lots of red in them once they get into the tank. All right, some panda cories. Now, just looking because thought I saw longfins. They're definitely not standard. They're not a standard panda cory for sure, but are they long? They're sort of in between. I think we'll sell them as standard panda cories, but just be mindful. You just might get some long finnage on your panda cories if you buy them this week. They're a good size for pandas. Pandas are usually quite small, and they look really healthy in the bag. All right, bag of worms. Your coolie loaches. Just your standard stripy coolies, these ones. We do have some good sized chocolates in store at the moment. And if you're into wiggly wobblies, don't forget to check out the spiny eels. We've got plenty of those kicking around at the moment. They look sensational. We can also get you in a freshwater tiger moray eel if you like them. We don't carry them here in store because we were talking about those yabbies get out. The tiger moray eel is even worse. We don't have glass lids on our aquariums here at the shop, and they will get out. So, but we can get you one. If you want one, just let us know. We'll get it in for you. Next, Madagascar rainbow. So these guys, where they come from is in the name. Come from Madagascar. They're the island off from Africa. Long, slender rainbow. They do get a little bit of purple, black through them, a little bit of orange. No, a nice fish, very peaceful. Some more Gouramis. This time we have a dwarf honey Gourami in the red variant. So just your red honey Gouramis. Very placid and peaceful Gourami, that one, compared to any other Gouramis. So the dwarf honey Gouramis, not your dwarf Gouramis. Your honey Gouramis are very placid. Your dwarf Gouramis, which are those metallic blues, there is a red in them as well. Those guys can be a little bit feisty. So if you like the tank to be peaceful, stick with the honeys. All right, moving on next, some local Australian produce. Barramundi. These guys are popular all year round. Everyone loves to grow them up and watch them devour everything they put in the tank. All right, next we have, they call them a clown plecos. We call them butterfly plecos. These are an imported pleco. So if really weird pattern on this one. Normally quite stripy. It could be because it's in the bag, but it's really spotty. I think they're meant to be wild caught. We've got two of them anyway. Pretty cool. Something different. More honey Gouramis, this time the yellow version or the golden version of the honey Gourami. This guy, when it gets a little bit bigger, will get a little bit of red blush on it. And nice bright yellow. This one's my favourite, to be honest. All right, some more rainbows. These are a Deep Creek or Eastern Deep Creek rainbow. I think they get a little bit more of a dark patterning on them as they colour up in the tank as opposed to your crimson spotted. Really nice. They're nice looking. If they're in the bag, they're looking really nice. I'm pretty sure we've had them before. That's why we ordered some in. I think they were quite popular. So, but rainbows, we do try to carry quite a few. Just some more long fins. We've got some calicos and regular long fin bristlenose in the bag. Now, the bristlenose is an exceptionally good algae eater, the most common algae eater on the planet. It can go with nearly every type of fish. Of course, not your marine. They don't salt water. They're only freshwater. But they do a really good job of cleaning up. And these long fins get really long flowing fins. So if you do want long fins, don't put them in with cichlids because the cichlids will chew the fins down. You might as well just have a regular pleco or bristlenose in there. All right. Another one, local bred, these guys, is your super red bristlenose. So these are your super. Now these were a fortune a couple of years ago. Everyone wanted them. Everyone couldn't wait to get on the bag and breed them. They're like your albino bristlenose, except for do have a regular dark coloured blue eye, and they're orange in colour instead of that creamy, lemony yellow, white colour of albinos. They have come from the calico bristlenose, where the spotting has completely disappeared, and what we've got left is this nice red bristlenose. Talking about the albinos, this is the albino, that yellowy colour. Now, sometimes yellow albinos can be white or they can be golden yellow. The golden yellow look way better than white. Usually is an indication they're eating quite well. But we have some albino longfin bristlenose. So we've got albino longfins, calico longfins, and regular longfins. So 3 different types of longfins to choose for that have come in today. We also have in your regular bristlenose as well, and calico bristlenose and albino bristlenose, super red bristlenose. And we've got peppermints in this week, a lovely cute little batch of peppermints with that beautiful black body with those white spots and white stripe on the tail. If you're watching the video and you don't know what a peppermint is, jump onto our website, www.aquariumcentral.com.au, look up peppermint, you'll find them. They are the most stunning bristlenose there is. All right, back to this, some rainbows, prey cocks. Just got 2 in because I wanted to see the size they were from this particular supplier before I ordered any. So we just got 2 lovely little neon blue prey cocks in. They're a Papua New Guinea rainbow, and they're the most popular rainbow of all of them. Blue with red edging all the way around. All right, I'll show if you can see this in the bag here. There is quite a few fish in here. This is your glass catfish. I'll bring it in closer there. You might be able to just see them. They are glass catfish, meaning they are completely see-through. You can see their backbones, you can see their gizzards, you can see everything there is right through this fella. These are the true glass cats, and these guys have a very, very good ability of schooling. They school very tightly together, and they'll all face the same direction. They don't like to change direction and be different to one another. If one turns around, generally the whole school turns around. That's the way they behave. Really cool to watch in your aquarium. All right, little, but nonetheless, the stunning tetra. These are your golden flame tetra. So the golden flame tetra, probably not worth me showing you in the bag there because they're so small, but the golden flame tetra is far beyond more stunning than your regular flame tetra. Your regular flame tetra is a silvery coloration with some red up into through the body. These guys are more yellow through the body with red. Way more stunning fish compared to your regular flame tetras. I really like them. When we had some in the display tank here, they look sensational. All right, another catfish, another fellow. This guy is the Pictus catfish. Now, the Pictus catfish has really long whiskers, longer than its body. So they're known, when they swim around, you'll see these whiskers flowing behind them, longer than the length of the fish, and that's really cool. Again, be mindful what you keep them with because you don't want them nipping off the whiskers. That's the amazing appearance of these fish. If you're after something that looks very very similar to the Pictus and doesn't have long whiskers, have a look at the Petricola catfish or the cuckoo catfish. Both of those are very similar looking catfish, but with short whiskers. These guys have very long whiskers. Be mindful they do have a poisonous spine, so when you grab them, if they flick in around and you grab them with your hand, you're going to be in for a treat for the next half an hour. All right, Congo tetras. I was hoping to get some bigger ones, but nonetheless, we've got some in. I was hoping they were up there, that size where they've got the rainbow. The Congo tetra does not show much colour at all at a juvenile stage, and the females won't get much colour, but the males get this amazing rainbow pattern on them, and it's like a reflection of rainbow. They're really, really reflective. If you've got the lighting right in your aquarium or you've got them near a window, then they're absolutely sensational. They're a large tetra, so they go well with discus, and they've got quite long flowing fins as well, the Congos. Moving on, bumblebee gobies. These are a good size too. These are 3 centimeters in size, which is a good size for bumblebee. They're nice and fat too, really chunky bellies on them. They've got the name bumblebee because they're yellow and black striped. Now these guys as well, they can stick to the sides of the aquarium, and it looks like they just got a little suction cup underneath, but they just use their pectoral fins and they stick on the glass. Now, they can eat a fish half their size. So little baby neon tetras, they will eat them. So just be mindful of that. And lucky last, rainbow sharks. Got plenty of sharks in these. These are your regular rainbow sharks. But we did get in albinos, red-tailed blacks, silvers earlier on in the week. We just thought we'd top up a few more of the rainbow sharks, and they are looking nice and fat and healthy. Cool looking fish. They are like a barb, so they do really well with your barb species. They can be quite nippy as well. That's it, guys. That's all the fish for unboxing today. We had plenty coming. Now, we've actually got the largest shipment of fighters we've had in over 2 years come in this week. We have got that many fighters that we cannot fit them all in the shop on display. That's never happened before. The staff are asking me where we're going to put them. So if you're into bedders, keep your eye on the website. We'll get them on as quick as we can. If you're local, come on down, 11 Pike Street, Cunda Park. Have a look at the bedders. There are some absolute rippers. We handpicked the whole lot straight out of the quarantine room just for our customers. That's it from me. Be sure to watch this video on YouTube. If you're not signed up on YouTube, you're going to want to see all the videos we did throughout Asia. There is some stuff that you've probably never seen before. We'll catch you guys next week. Watch out for our other videos of our live unboxing, our live unboxing on Fridays. We do our pack with me videos with Joel on Tuesday or Wednesday, where we select a customer's order and we pack it and we film it and we put that one up. And then Katie does a walk around the room to see what's looking good. And we got a lot of fish in, so that one's going to be a big one. See you next week.